Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Hello, Simon. I'm waiting a little bit for more people to join. Yeah. Hello, lovely. Hello, Darshana, Inanna. Welcome. I kind of starting to get used to go and speak to the cameras like they are. The two computers here are part of my class, my students. Um, so let's get a few moments until everyone is joining in. Well, I don't know if everyone, but more of us will be joining. Sweet Nama, hello. I can see Orna also here live, and yeah, welcome. Yeah, good. Good. Chen will soon update and put all the links and information that is needed on Facebook on the post. Sweet Paulina and Maria, welcome. Alyssa, good. Teresa. So thank you everyone for showing up and coming and joining this virtual classroom. Habit! Oh, so beautiful to see some of you here. Beautiful. Yeah. So as you know, hey Genchi, she's now with us. Good, good. Sophia, welcome. Okay. Madalena, welcome. I honestly, because some of you I really know so well, so I start feeling like we are in Quinta San Sebastião now, and people are joining into the classroom. The altar is set. Everything is good. Beautiful. Okay, so beloveds, I was doing a little bit of a rush movement. Okay, so let's tune in and do our magical hour together, exploring topics that are super important for our evolutionary growth. Anna, yo, today is full of surprises. Beautiful. Thank you for joining. So, um, we're tuning into something super important, and I hope that it will be an eye-opener subject for you and for your life, because I feel that we're going to speak about big, big illusion. And the illusion is that we need to take decisions, and that our decisions influence things that are happening. So I'm reminding, for those of you who are joining for the first yes, that are joining for the first time to these live light sessions, that those sessions are 7 sessions, a little bit introductionary for those of you who have never met me or have never been with me in the class, for you to feel a little bit how is my teaching, and of course to introduce to you the magic, the beautiful magic of light language. And of course we use to call it magic, not because it is magic. Actually, I feel that it is a shift in consciousness, which is something way more deeper, grounded, and of course that leads to, we can say, trustworthy transformations, which is a little bit different from magic, because magic is something that you do to achieve a certain result. Of course, we use light language also intentionally to achieve some results, but magic, usually you are twisting reality to get those results, and you are very much occupied in projecting something. Whether changing in consciousness, this is what we're doing with light language. What we are focused is about our inner realm and the way that we are projecting what we are projecting to the universe. Some of you know that I'm coming from a Jewish family. I hope that this is not shocking for those of you who doesn't know that. And the first chapter in the Bible gives us a lot of information about how the world is created. And one of the things that is super important is that we tend to believe that consciousness, the story is telling that God created man as an extension of him. Well, let's say like that, as part of him, like took his bones. This is the word that they are using in the Old Testament. But if you dive into the understanding of what is expressed there, it is not an extension in the term of I will give you some piece of me like you are type of a bacteria, and then this bacteria will grow and a human will be. Rather, the superior consciousness projected, took a picture, created a picture, a video of the three-dimensional world. Now please take a deep breath. And this projection is something that is constantly happening. Our limitation perceive it through time and space. So we relate to that as a story in the sense of a history, something that happened thousands of years before, and then we are still going one day after the other, far, far, far away in time and space from this original projection of reality. Yet, please take a deep breath. Yes, this was not many, many years away. The projection of reality is constantly happening at this moment now, through you, with you, for you, and as you. And I feel that if I will need to name what is the biggest gift that light language can give you when you start to embody it, not only as a knowledge, not only as an idea, but really practicing, learning light language, doing what needs to be done, writing your constellations of energies, your grids, etc. So when you're doing it, it is becoming truth for you because it's an experiment that comes to life. It is not something that you have read in the Bible, your teacher have told you that, your mom and dad gave you this education, etc., etc. That becomes far away. You can burn all the books afterwards. Because as I said many times in my teaching, truth is not something that you read or hear. Truth is something that is being born within you when you recognize a certain experience. It is your inner recognition that makes something truth. It needs to get all the download until the physical plane to become something real for you. If not, it will be another storytelling or a belief system that whether you can choose to believe it today, and probably maybe you can even change it a day after, or 15 days after, or 15 years after. So all of the teachings are really important when we are speaking about decision making. Because decision making is not something mental as we tend to believe. We tend to believe that decision making is something that we need to take, something that we need to do, some calculation of data and information that will finally show us the right appropriate place where we should put our next step and move forward into the promised land or to the promised land. And this is big, 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 immense illusion. The same that reality is illusion. This is a big illusion. As I said, I had a little glitch in my download. I was saying about light language that you will recognize with light language that you are the one who's projecting this reality. You are the one responsible on the manifested world, because you will see, you will have the tool, you will know how you do it because you have done it until now. Reality is projected through you. So decision making, we tend to believe that this is part of how we are influencing or getting involved with reality, which is nonsense, far away from being the truth. We have a very, very polluted understanding of what it is decision making, and actually what even we can decide upon or what we can move or do, etc. It's like far from it. So actually there's no real choice that we ever need to do. It doesn't exist. I hope it is good news for those of you who are very challenged about taking their next steps. There's no real choice, and there's nothing really that we need to do. You know what? I want to run a little questionnaire today with you, if you may choose to participate. Would you kindly share with me what is the decision that you feel that you need today to do in your, like in your life now? Can someone share 1, 2, 3 people in one word between what and what do you need to decide? Yeah. Amazing news. No decisions. Yes, there's no decision to take. We cannot. Thank you for sharing, Shira, whether to bring another child or not to bring another child, if I need to take a new job or not, if I need to live in Rome or in Bologna. Beautiful, beautiful, yeah, beautiful. Someone else would like to share? Move to a new place or where to move? Exactly, yeah. Move to another country, what country, where to live, living off the grid. So it's whether to live off the grid or not to live off the grid. Yeah, off the grid, excuse me. Yeah, so what else? What is the next step? Where to live? Well, everyone here are with questions where to live. Or like, this is having a child or not having a child, continue with the job or not, whether to focus, where to focus my voice. Yeah, beautiful. Resign or not resign. Jennifer, resign. This is Spirit Guide telling you that, not me. Choosing where to go next, physically to Brazil or staying in Europe. Act or waiting. Working together or not, probably to go to Barcelona. A question. Both my boyfriend and I are stuck. Don't know if we want this relationship or not, and it hurts because we are in a limbo state. Yeah, I understand that from my own experience. Uh, my perfect day schedule, yes, act or wait. Good. Okay, so listen, look at yourself and most of the things that people were sharing here. Usually, what we need to decide upon is between the known and the unknown. Between what is familiar to us, what we know, what is clear, and what is not clear. What we already embody, what we live, and the unknown. Can you agree with that, or is it something new that I'm sharing? Give me a raise of hand, yes or no. Yeah, changing the work, whether something that I know, exactly, whether this is something that it is familiar to me and something that is unfamiliar. This is it. This is what we mean when we mean decision making. So why don't we understand that it is not about taking a decision between two parallel crossroads, two parallel roads, or that we are never actually in a crossroad. What there is should I continue that which is familiar for me, that which is known, that which is tangible, or would I be willing to open a new chapter in my life? Now take another deep breath. Our ability to recognize that there is a new chapter is coming because we start to resonate with something which is different, expanded, new to what we know. It means that what we've already experienced, what we are living now, arrived into a certain plentitude, gave us all the data, all the information, the download, the teaching, the empowerment, the gifts, everything. We grew within that space into a certain level, and now we are ready. We've been ready. We had all the nutrition, all the minerals, all that we know, and we are ready for our next evolutionary step. This is it. Now, you're not going to take a decision whether you're going to stay in one work or move to another work, or whether you are staying in that apartment or move to another apartment. It is not about that. What it is about is whether you are able to raise your vibrations and be aligned, with the next evolutionary state. It can be something physical, it can be a place, it can be a work, it can be a state in the relationship, it can be so many things. But it is the movement between the known and the unknown. You can also say it is the movement between the past and the future, but it is not that. It is between the known and the unknown. Because, and why I'm not saying it is about the future, because I don't need to think or to take a decision if I need to drink a glass of water, which will happen in the future. Yeah, in a minute I'm going to drink. I don't need to think about that future because it is clear. I need to think and take decision if I'm ready to do something when I am facing something which is completely unfamiliar to me, and I am contemplating whether I am ready for it. Now, mentally, I may decide that I'm ready for it, and if I will step into that, it wouldn't work, or the option will disappear, or it will change, or many other things, other experiences. Did you have that experience that you took a decision and you prepare everything and you're like ready to go for it, and you make the phone call and it's like, oh no, it's irrelevant anymore? Or like you have made everything, you are really in tune, you're going to do that, and suddenly this relationship is like nonsense, it's worthy, like it's worth nothing. You went into the relationship, it's like it's not what you expected. Right? Exactly. Exactly. This is not, it doesn't matter what you will choose mentally. It's worth nothing, to the garbage. You can completely throw it. The only thing that is relevant about your mental decision is giving an okay to your entire subtle body to align and work in that specific direction. This is the only thing that is relevant. What will manifest finally would be that which you feel and you are in alignment with. Yeah, many times. There's a little delay, I think, in the comment. So yes, what will manifest finally will be that which you are in alignment with. Then in that case, I would also say, instead of sitting with yourself and contemplating what will be the next step, would be more, how would I say, beneficial in terms of blessings and gifts from the universe. It will be to recognize that the next step is knocking at your door, and that there is a soul calling for a greater alignment, for a new experiment in life, and that the question within you should be, what should I do to complete the chapter in my life which is known to me? What still needs to be completed there, so I will be able to embrace the next chapter in my life? And then what is it needed from me, from within me, to do to be able to align myself and allow myself to evolve with trust and naturalness? This is the most important word, naturalness, into the next level. What is still holding me? What is the security that I'm still receiving from the experiencing that I'm having? And what is the, I would say, gifts, the excitement, the new expansions that I would like to evolve to embrace the new chapter? And yes, there could be many situations when we might feel that we are stuck. Yeah, like this beautiful lady that was sharing before about the relationship. They are together, they cannot move to that direction, and they cannot move to that direction. And those things can happen, especially if we're taking a mutual decision. So taking decision as a couple or taking decision as a family. So it doesn't matter what is your size of decision making, which we can also now start to call it in its true name, aligning with the higher purpose. It doesn't matter what is your size, if you are doing it for yourself or as a couple, as a family, as a nation. When you are choosing, when you go and vote for your government, or give your energy and your power for something which is stronger than you. I will say the word superficial. The superficial phenomena are the last to consider. The superficial phenomena are where most of the things that you were writing here about. Yeah, you were saying new job, off the grid, another country, another situation, okay, but those are the outcomes. Those are the results. You need to go inside and see, what do you project? This should be your inquiry. What do you project? What in your inner mechanism needs to be complete, arrive to completion? What inside of you needs to arrive to completion? And what inside of you is holding you back from giving yourself fully to the next experience that you wish to experience as a soul? When we are children, we do not think about it so much because we're pretty much guided by our environment that is taking care of us, and our natural resources are so bright and we're so connected, so we don't think about it so much. We're just taking one step and a follow through, and another step and another step and another step, and we follow through. We start to get confused when we believe that we are in charge or responsible of the consequences in the sense of action, in relation to what the actions that we're taking. This is where we start to get confused. Because the thing is that the actions, if you will go to a new job or not a new job, it is not, you can, as I said, you can take a decision and it wouldn't work finally. You can move to a new job and nothing will change. You will have the same issues again and again. Better would be to see inside the way that you project what in the old job is done and what in the new job. What is the meaning of searching a new job? What do you really mean beyond the phenomena, or behind, if you would like to say it like that, this phenomena of a new job or a new relationship? What is the soul request? What is the meaning? What does it signify to you as a being? Do this little search within yourself to figure out and to realize, what is it? What is the search? Why you are called? Why are you pulled to do that? And if you will name yourself, you will name that to yourself, if you will name that to yourself clearly, really sit with a pen and a pencil and let them reveal your news to you. When you will recognize the meaning, the true meaning of it for you, you most likely will start to appreciate it. And most likely you will have a clearer idea of how you can align more with that wish to be created in your life. Yeah? Take another deep breath. I scan a little bit. Yeah. So let's say, because I want to point some things that you would like to do along the way. Things that you would like to do along the way on a habitual basis, we can say, to arrive into a state that you do not really need to take decisions anymore. And I was speaking about it yesterday, that the reason that I picked up all the subjects of this week is because I was searching for subjects that can make some people stuck in their place. When you believe that you need to take a certain decision, it means that you're already in a certain state of a confusion. It means that you are not in alignment within you. Take a deep breath. For those who haven't been with me in classes, when I'm saying take a deep breath, it means that I have a feeling, I sense the energy field, and I sense that there's some resistance for someone to digest and take in. So therefore, with your breath, you allow the energy to flow for yourself and for someone else. So take a deep breath and let's look at it. When you think you need to take a decision, it means that something is not aligned. It means that you were out of your center, that you lost your own track, that the cord that is connecting you from your solar plexus to the seat of your soul is distorted in one way or the other. Yeah, the illusion of making a decision. There's no decision. We're just on the path, whether we are flowing on our path or we are mental on our path. Whether we are aligned with who we are or we're storytelling about who we are and what we want to be. So there is a cultivation of some things that needs to happen for you to be more and more aligned and more in your truth. And excuse me if those will be boring for you, but there are reasons why, if you go to all the monasteries, all the schools, the spiritual classes, spiritual initiations, there's something that always come back and back to you, right? All the places are searching for some level of purity. And sometime you will need to start maintaining this level of purity in the way that you are holding your sacred space, your inner sacred space. So I'm talking about making your space clean and clear. Clearing the shit and clearing the garbage, the inside and the outside. Clearing, cleaning, having things in order, maintaining the place organized. You know, you might think it is nonsense what I'm saying you, but your life can completely change if you will start, and I hope you do that, but really organizing your room. When you wake up from your bed, you make sure you clean your bed and you make sure you close your night and you start your day. And when you finish your day, you clean your space. You make sure you leave your desk and your office closed. It is clean, it is organized, it is done. Unless you know you're coming back in half an hour, right? But when you finish your day, then close the things. These little rituals on a, this is so true. Yes, this is so true. These little rituals are supporting you to be focused and clear. Now, another thing is be honest with yourself and be honest with the people around you. Do not try to be something that you're not, and do not try to tell yourself story or manipulate reality, not even a tiny little bit. As more honest you are with yourself, which means also accepting your faults and your beauty. Being honest with yourself, it also means to see how beautiful you are, how much you are important, how loved you are, how loved you are. I have emotions coming as I'm expressing that, because I feel that many times when we are speaking about being honest with yourself and being true to yourself, we're talking about, okay, don't tell lies, etc., etc. Of course, I want you also to do that. Really make sure that you're speaking purity, that you don't lie, you're not afraid from any judgment or punishment, because those are the only reason when you start to manipulate reality, because you don't feel that you can deal with it. But another level of honesty is knowing how beautiful you are and knowing how important you are. I'm going to cry in the middle, just feeling those energies and sharing with you those gifts, and how much it is important for yourself and for the people around you, with your children, with the people that you see in the morning, all the time. See the truth, live the truth, be the truth. You are the truth. You are everything. You are everything. Yeah, so those little things are super important and super essential. Clarity, order, purity, honesty, cleanse, clear. All of that are super important if you would like to stop getting lost in your mind, thinking that you're able to control reality. Instead of that, you will find yourself walking in circles again and again, again and again, until you will raise your vibration to manifest the thing that you were born to manifest, to be that you were born to be. And please breathe. Yeah, so that will be the thing that will lead you 2, more clarity, more focus, more consistency, more strength, more empowerment, more trust in yourself, more ability. But it needs to start from within. Now, if we are looking at light language and we're looking at what light language offers, suggests in terms of clarity. So I know many light language practitioners are here, but I want someone who is not with light language. What would be the vibration, the color vibration that you would like to get comfortable with if you would like to be empowered? Yeah, so Kari, I have seen your question, and if we will have time, I will relate to that, and I will also relate to Joanna's question, okay? So I'm not golden light, so sweet. Anyone else who didn't learn light language and want to share, what do you feel that this is about? What is the vibration that you would like to align yourself with? Orange, now, be careful. Red, now, this is the illusion. See, this is the illusion speaking, so powerful. White, okay, I'm echoing with white very much, and I will describe and explain a little bit more. Gold, yabba dabba do, white. I echo with white, I explain a little bit more soon. Yeah, gold, yes. Pearlescent, yeah. Can you see my colors today? Yellow, very good. Okay, so I feel you've named it. White, someone is writing here. And the rainbow, Baba. I love the rainbow answer, although it is a very rich answer. I really love it. You don't see the comments, Meryl. I love you. I don't know. You need to go up and down maybe. Turquoise will lead you to clarity. Turquoise will lead you. It's a very, very good color. Okay, so let's say let's share the gift. Yara, green and green. It's good, but it's not. And also indigo, it's good, you know, as someone, sweet Mariana was sharing with her wisdom rainbow, of course, because everything could be in the service of alignment, in the service of clarity. But light language, the thing with light language, if you want to create something with light language, is that you would like to start being very clear with what you're doing. The difference between someone who have learned light language and didn't learn light language is that you always speak light language, but you speak it unintentionally. So you project different colors and different shape, and you might even project the wrong combinations, we can say it like that, or your past combination and your limiting thought form to reality instead of projecting the pure, very clear vibration. So as we're speaking about clarity, I need to cut a little bit, you know, with a clear blade and say, no, I don't take indigo, I don't take indigo, I don't take all the rainbow, although I love the colors. And if I take turquoise, I take it in as a vibration for the process of purifying and clearing. So until you will get to the level that you are aligned, you want to use the turquoise because it will clear all the shit out. Beautiful. Okay, but to be in clarity, to live in clarity, we're using the vibration of the color which we name as yellow. Yellow is the color of the sun. Yellow is the color of the markers. Excuse me, I'm disappearing from your space. All the markers when they started, yellow. All the memo page, yellow. Because this is what is putting things very, very clear. Yellow is a very challenging color to wear. Why? Because almost you cannot mix it with nothing else. It will work, it will look hilarious with red and horrible with orange, and green with green would be too much. You know, it's like you cannot really mix yellow with nothing, because it is standing by its own accord. It is clear, it is that, and you align with it. Yellow is the one that shows you the purpose, show you the path, show you where to go. Yellow is also the vibration that will help you to do. For those of you who are asking me, okay, but there's a question in my relationship and I don't know what to do and so on. If you use yellow, which means you find a pencil, get clothes in yellow, work with that, you know, color a wall in yellow until it will feel comfortable in your energy field. If you work with that, it will also support you to see why you are stuck, what needs to be cleared, what needs to evolve. It will also support you to get the answers. Turquoise will support you to clear, but yellow will support you to understand, not only mentally, really to be able to take the steps forward and to align. So yellow, 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 yellow. It is not that a comfortable color to wear. It's not a comfortable color to be with, but this is something that we all want. Together with clarity comes empowerment. Together with clarity comes the growth. The green can come only if yellow exists. Your evolutionary steps can come when clarity exists. Take a deep breath. Yeah, this is why you can how you can pass through your fears also, because you're able to see what is truth and what is not truth, and you will not get confused. And by the way, having clarity doesn't mean that there will not be doubts, and it doesn't mean that there will not be moments of contemplations. But what it means is that you will be able to contain. You will be able to contain the time that you still don't have enough energy, wisdom, courage, maybe, to take the steps that you need to take forward. But you will be there clearly aligning yourself with this that wish to be created. Yeah? So, yellow, and the shape that I was sharing with you and I was giving you is really a beautiful, 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 like the best shape that you can have together with yellow for having clarity and clear decision making. Print the shape. If you feel that you really need to work on your clarity, put that on your computer or on your phone and do yourself a favor. Don't put no icons on that. Make it really clear that there's no numbers of it. It's just the clear projection of the shapes and of that shape and color. And if you're not able to do that, then print it, and that would be another thing that I would say. Drink it, put it below. Teresa, if you're gonna watch her, she was doing it on her story, and maybe, I don't know, maybe she will do it again. Print that in a colorful printer and put that below your glass of water and drink that, so you will be able inside of you to be more clear. But this is really for being able to take decision, being able to sort things out and make sure that everything is in the right place and you are able to see forward. White is also wonderful for taking decision, we can say, and for clarity. It is also wonderful, but too much white in terms of decision making and in terms of clarity might put you in a place of service that not necessarily you will find your own voice inside of it. So please make sure that you're using white in terms of clarity when you are working on things that are more communal. Pearlescent. Pearlescent, it's a shimmering, you see, it's shimmering, It's beautiful. It's like all the colors are hidden here inside. Pearlescent is also very beautiful, but it is an advance. Okay, it is an advanced color to work with clarity, because what pearlescent can do as a vibration, it can support you to be so much the one that you are called to be, in alignment with everything and everyone. So work with those three colors, work with them to support yourself being more and more clear in what you are called to do and what is your service. You will also see that I added the shape for decision making, or letting go of decision making, Michael. I'll take it as an inside joke between me and you. And yes, well, this is a tapping to a whole, the entire system of light language, because light language gives you the possibilities and the opportunity, let's say, to find how you match yourself with the infinite possibilities that exists in the cosmos and that exists in the universe, right? So this is, oh, people I see right here, blue, purple, pink, erase, wrong, don't do that. Don't do that. All of that, when we are learning light language, we are learning all the colors, and then you are able to see when you have, how would I say, an inclination to a certain color, you can see why, and you can really, really see your patterns and where you are confusing yourself, I can say, where you are getting lost a little bit. Karima, you're here, so beautiful. Yeah. Yellow jacket, very good, especially in the winter when the clouds are so intense. Yeah. So the next thing that you will see in the email that we have sent to you is another grid for clarity, which you can print this grid and have it for yourself. Print it and put it in your altar, and make sure, 100% make sure that it stays impeccable, very clear, very neat, and let it stay. Let it stay until the last date of that grid. So we're having few more minutes until we complete this. And what is the shape? The shape, Gracia is asking, what is the shape? The shape is for decision making. And again, like I was laughing a little bit with Michael before, when you learn light language, you have more understanding. Why do we call this shape decision making, and what actually this shape is doing? But for you, for the level that you are now, just play with it and use it. And please, you get another bottle. Teresa, actually, Teresa, I feel that you're very clear. Very, very, very clear. I do not feel that you need to drink this clarity thing. No, you're very clear. Plus, you got extra clarity in the last few years. Maybe you need to use the yellow for something which is more courageous, yeah, to get some more courage. And this is something interesting. Okay, so which shape? Where is it? The shapes were sent to you via email. So if you have enrolled to the live light sessions, you will see the shapes and the colors are arriving to you before. I'd like to share something that needs to be very clear as the time is getting hotter and hotter. Tomorrow evening, I will be giving an entire teaching, 1.5 hour teaching of understanding the system the mechanism of life creation, understanding it, realizing why do we think or believe that this is reality. We're going to look at it, break reality, and understand also how we, you in that case, how do you project your reality, how this divine consciousness projecting this divinity, this reality, or divinity, excuse me, through you, for you, as you. I will be speaking about that tomorrow at 7 o'clock in a free online webinar, Reality Speaks, and I will be also introducing the light language classes that will happen in February. So between the 4th to the 6th of February, this upcoming February, I will be teaching level 1 of light language online, and level 2 will be taught on the 18th. Starting on the 18th, you can see all the information at the top of this post. And also, if you see my stories, and of course we're going to send you, probably today, most likely today, all of this information. We have made a beautiful special prize for those who are enrolling to light language level 1 or level 2, or both level 1 and level 2, until the 18th, which means 2 or 3 more days. What about light language level 3? Level 3 will be taught in April, most likely, and we will also announce that very soon. And that will be beautiful to have you in class. So light language 1 and 2 will be taught online. The special price for those who wish to learn it for the first time, for the second time, or for the 15th time, and you would like to repeat that to get all the colors in your energy field in the right place, in the right amount, to get the shape, the basic shape, which with you create all that you have. Go to the light language page, read it, contemplate about it. If you would like to have more clarity from us, either join the Reality Speak webinar, which will happen tomorrow, or give us your phone number and Chen will contact you and have a beautiful conversation with you, answering you all of that that can support you if you need to take a decision. And exactly, most of you already know what is on your path. Any other stories that you're telling yourself about that? It is just holding yourself back behind until that will happen, and when that will happen, etc., etc. All of that, those are storytelling. You know, in your heart and in your soul, what are you called to live? What are you called to experience? And what is the next step? I was putting an image. The amazing hand, definitely. I was putting an image on my Instagram of fire walking. I didn't have the time to search the image of me walking on fire, but walking on fire, there's nothing more than walking on fire to understand what it is decision making. Because if you will walk on fire when you're not ready, you're gonna burn. But when you're walking on fire, when you are aligned with the fire, you're being uplifted, purified, and empowered. And this is the same for light language. You know when it is on your path, and you know when you are called to raise your vibration, to live in a greater spiritual abundance. I can say so. This would be a beautiful way to explain what light language is about. So let's see if there's any specific comments that I need to relate to. Here I answered. Tomorrow there's going to be another session of the live light, and tomorrow we're going to speak about expanding beyond fear. So we will explain a little bit what is fear, what is the limitation of fear, and how we can allow ourselves, be generous with ourselves to move forward. Okay, so those who did not receive the email, if you joined already, if you enrolled already, you can send an email to hello@ohomaya, and they will send you the recordings. What else? I have an image here. Let's see. Oh, about the shape again. If it is an image, if it is a circle or a square, it's not a circle and not a square, is way more advanced shape, and you can see the shape in your email. It is waiting for you there. What else? Yeah, I cannot see the questions that were there before. And as we're coming to completion, I will close the meeting for today. If there's more questions and more clarity that needs to come, you're welcome to write me. And of course, you're welcome to join Light Language class, which is a full-on transformation. If you're ready to be at the top of your own world, I invite you to join Light Language. I send you blessings and love, and have a beautiful day. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Thank you for joining and being with me live. I'm very, very happy to exchange. Welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to exchange those moments with you. And I really look forward to be with you in class and really give you the sets that you know that you need to move forward. Take the leap of faith and join us. Have a blissful afternoon. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you. I love you, Habit, as well. Thank you.